Jumbo, fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley, happy Thursday. Time for a spiritual tune up where I answer your questions that you post below on the day of these broadcasts. Tomorrow I'll read them and they'll be my talking points. Thanks so much for all the questions. We've gotten 200 and some odd spiritual tune ups done since last year. And today's question stems from, okay, here's the question. Mike, I'm trying to stay connected to spirit through thought, feeling, and emotion as a state of being, not just through a dedicated occasional practice like meditation, which is still great, but I'm not consistent with it. What is the difference between feelings and emotions? And how do you suggest I can be in a state of connection with spirit and still function effectively in my daily life? Okay, that's a lot of question, but reading all of it puts it into context. So, first thing I want to share with you, the difference between feeling and emotion. I'm sure I could give that some thought and parse it out and deliver a 5-minute answer. But immediately, my inner sense is telling me this equation is already becoming more complicated than it needs to be. Emotion, feeling, just look, don't even go there, okay? You're trying to make this a logical sequence of events with thought, emotion, feeling, too complicated. I've got 3 steps for you that will bypass that question entirely. To feel a state of spirituality, of bliss, of ecstasy in every moment of the day. Now, I'm not saying this is always easy, but it's probably easier than trying to figure out the difference between feeling and emotion and then using those definitions to your advantage. Every moment of every day, step 1, to the degree you can, remind yourself you're in the presence of God. Now, I know God's a loaded word. Get over it. Everyone has a different meaning for it. The universe, source, all that is, divine intelligence. But when I say God, I got your attention. So, filter that out. I'm not talking about a religious God, but behold God everywhere, always at once, out the window, down the hall, the paint on the wall, the shoes on your feet, the breath that you breathe, the eyes that you gaze into. Mine right now, behold God. And to the person across the hall or in the office you share or the clerk, at the cashier, the barista, behold God. Remind yourself that this is all illusions of the grandest, most sacred, spiritual kind, beyond the comprehension of a logical mind, other than to recognize that this is just impossible. To be alive at all, to have thoughts that you process, desires, fears, strengths, loves, hates, all of that. It's like, wow, what a juicy concoction. The adventure of life. It's all happening inside the heart of God. Always come back to that. Stop eating of the forbidden fruit, believing that the illusions were there first, that they need to be contended with, that if you don't like circumstances, you need to change those circumstances and change those people and find more besties and get rid of the knuckleheads. You don't need to micromanage. You don't need to do anything. That doesn't mean don't have preferences. That doesn't mean don't follow your heart. But do it with a divine sense of nonchalance. I got that word from Seth, the Jane Roberts material. Divine sense of nonchalance. Just like water off the back of a duck. Just, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so perfect. Oh, that hurts. I don't really know why, but it's going to add to who I am. Which leads me to step 2. Get that there's order, purpose, meaning, healing, love, and progress in all that occurs in this sacred bastion of perfection called planet Earth. It doesn't mean you have to like it, not all of it. Some of it's going to be icky and yucky, and change the picture in your mind when you encounter stuff that you don't like. It's your responsibility to change it. You're not supposed to learn to love the yuck. You're supposed to change it, but you do so with a divine sense of nonchalance. You know You know that yuck has meaning. You know that you're having some buttons pushed. You go within and you contemplate. How else could I see this? How could I avoid that in the future? What's going on here in the heart of God? Don't think anything is by chance. Constantly remind yourself that not only is every vibrating cell, and all cells vibrate, throughout the cosmos, pure God, but that there's order in everything that happens. And don't make it hard work, but it's your job, if you will, to get that there's order. Might not always be able to understand it, but at least realize, okay, this is happening for a reason. I can change what I don't like. Everything is adding to who I am. Everything is making me more. This place that I now experience my life was ordained from the zenith of my spiritual brilliance in the mind of God. And from there, I knew what I was doing when I said, yo, me, planet Earth, here and now. You did. You knew. You were right. Objectives are being met. It's all working out fantastically. Change what you don't like with a divine sense of nonchalance. But step one, it's all God. Step two, there's only order, love, perfection, and healing. Just remind yourself of this at all times. This is how you have a spiritual state of grace 24/7. And it's easy to do this in concert with your normal life. Yes, they're a bit at odds. Your ego and your logical brain are trying to pull you in different directions. You're bigger than that. You can see that game. You know what's going on. That's okay. I see you want me to go put out that fire. Maybe I will put out that fire. But I'm going to first remind myself that this is all happening inside the heart of God Almighty. Okay? And number 3, whether you're sitting in lotus style, conventional meditation, in your nap clothes, those are the buzzwords these days, right? The nap dress, oh my God. Whether you're doing traditional meditation or yoga or trying to incorporate spirituality 24/7 on the fly, the thing that will make all the difference in your connection and the success you're after, whether it is quieting your mind, experiencing no thoughts, or whether it is wanting to channel, or to tap into creativity to write your book, or maybe you want to go soaring through the cosmos, in and out of stars and galaxies. That's always fun, just like a creative visualization meditation. Or you're walking through nature and there you want to find the answer to the question that's been taunting you. Here it is in one word: intention. Have intention. Bring intention into your day when you get out of bed, into each time you sit lotus style, into every breath you take, into every single conversation. What's your intention? To love it all? To be there fully? To experience altered states? To see what you've never seen before? To kind of look at life from the inside out instead of the outside in? I spoke of this recently, where suddenly you realize there's just you and more you everywhere. Is that your intention? Put your finger on it. Feel it, speak it, think it. That's your intention. Go there with intention. I would like to suggest, although it's all good, never again sit down lotus style and do a meditation and just count numbers or watch your breath. Never do that again. Preface it with intention. Then count numbers, count your breath, count sheep, do whatever you do. Okay, bring intention all the time. Today, I want to be more lighthearted. Today, I don't want to feel any stress. Today, I want to connect with my departed mom. Today, and don't attach, don't overdo it, don't make it a job, don't be the micromanager that you have to always. There is a time and a place for just like surrender. Just surprise me, God. Surprise me, higher self. Surprise me, source. But intention is so magical and will take you so far beyond where you can even imagine going. And bring that into your every waking moment. And when you forget for a day or a week or the next 3.5 months, you just completely forget everything I just said, it's okay. divine nonchalance. It's working to your greater good. You needed that time off. Just get back in the saddle when you're ready. All right, fellow adventurers, thanks for the engagement. Thanks for the hearts, the stars, the sharing. Oh my gosh, share this with somebody today, okay? Thanks for letting me do what I do. Hey, Christina and Eugene, Mark, Winnie, Sandy, Donna, wow. Annie's in the house on Facebook. Malasha, it can't be right. Marcella, yay. And other Nick's positive vibes. God, that Nick must be amazing. All right, Jeb, glad you're here. Check out the link below on Facebook or swipe up my bio for your free ticket to Your Wish is the Universe's Command. We kick off next week. There's a 3-part, 3-day video online webinar. Free. Okay? So check it out. Be there. Don't miss it. Over 130,000 people have done it in prior years, and the number's going to probably match that this year alone. We only have like 5 or 6 more days. Get your seat. Thank you, everybody. Lots of love. See you on Friday.